Howdy guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan and I'm here with my co-host Michelle.
Hello.
Yeah, we've got producer Courtney and producer Logan. Say hello.
Hello.
Hola.
Oh, fancy. I see what you did there.
Hola.
Well, that's good. He's already did it at a country.
Yes.
I'm already in the country.
In his mind, he's in Mexico.
He's in Mexico.
Well, we are here to talk to y'all a little bit more. Last week we talked about our post trip and kind of gave you guys the highlights of our trip. But one of the main goals that we wanted to see while we were there was the Festival of the Arts. And we felt like it was so cool and we had so much fun that we wanted to give it its own episode to really give you guys the details about it. Do it justice. Would have been way too long to put in a post trip, or we might have left details out. So we wanted to swing back this week to our time at Festival of the Arts while we were there.
And I think you and I and Courtney, I know for sure, I'm not sure about Logan, but we have all done the other two big festivals.
Yes.
Which are much larger and last so much longer.
Flower and Garden Festival, which happens in the spring and
been
goes
there
into
during
summer.
that one.
We've been there during that, but didn't really participate in it.
Do you really participate, or do you just look at topiaries?
They have food.
You
They have
participate.
food. Yeah, they
as
have
well.
food booths too.
They have food
Basically,
booths. They
all have food.
All Epcot festivals now have
Have
food.
food. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yes.
the other big one is Food and Wine Festival,
Yep.
which me, Courtney, and Michelle did, I guess, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
No. A year
It'll
ago?
be 2 years.
It'll be
2
2 years
years.
this year.
Yep.
We went down specifically and tried out all the food for that. But none of us had ever been to Festival of the Arts, mainly because it's the shortest festival that they host. It really only runs from mid-January to mid-February. It's only like a month long.
Yep.
But it's all about the arts, from artists and paintings to food, cuisine, and Broadway. A lot of Broadway singing and all of that stuff that happens during that time.
Is there any music? I can't remember.
They do nightly concerts. They bring in various Broadway stars, typically that have been in Disney Broadway shows specifically. But
Over there in America, they're in the amphitheater.
where they do the candlelight show, they'll have specific Broadway stars that come in nightly.
You just didn't mention that just then. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I think that's the only music.
And we didn't get
aspect
to,
of it.
that was the piece that we did not get
Yes.
to participate in because we were doing two parks that day.
Yep.
So we
focused on art and food.
Yeah.
But we did go through at this year's Festival of the Arts. They do have a Disney on Broadway exhibit that they have set up in the Communicore Hall that has a bunch of the costumes and just information and things about the different Broadway shows that you could go see. And we did walk through that aspect of
cool.
it, which was really cool.
Some set pieces.
Yeah.
Things,
So if you love Disney on Broadway, that's definitely a cool thing to make sure you check out. If you don't have time to go see the shows at night, you can still get a little piece of the...
That was neat because we actually just saw Lion King on Broadway.
Yeah,
a few
it's
weeks
cool to
ago.
see the
So
costumes
seeing the
close up.
costumes up close was really neat.
Yes, and Courtney and I, I've seen that one a couple times, and Courtney's seen it once. So it was really cool to see all the costumes, and there was a Mary Poppins costume,
Newsies,
Aladdin,
Beauty and the Beast.
Aladdin, Beauty and the
the,
Beast,
the
Frozen.
lamp,
Frozen.
Yeah,
Frozen.
Oh, yeah,
I
the
mean-
giant genie lamp
Yeah, so
outside.
it was and there was a small one inside that was a photo prop.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So
we
it
got
I
was
took
really
a picture
cool.
with that.
yeah.
So I mean, it was I thought it was really, really nice. I like it when they do those kinds of things. Number one, it kind of helps divert traffic.
Yes.
And it's really cool.
And just another aspect for this one to throw in a different type of art that you can check out. So there is that piece of it, but I would say the bigger part and the bigger focal point for the Festival of the Arts, I think, is the actual paintings and art itself and the food.
And
seem
that
to be
is
the two big things.
Yeah, and they work that in between the food booths. So if you're used to going during Flower and Garden or do Food and Wine, you're already used to those booths that are kind of permanent in all the countries and all the way around in the lands. And essentially what they do is they, for real, put those pop-up tents up around, and that's what's in there. And so it's just all kinds of artwork. It's from legit paintings to prints which are more in my price range. And even had a Thomas Kincaid.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a whole
lot.
section.
3 tents for
Yeah,
him.
3
Three
tents
tents.
full and 3 artists on hand.
Mm-hmm.
And
because
so,
Thomas Kincaid is, I mean, it's the Thomas Kincaid Studios now.
Yeah.
So it's massive, and he's got many artists. They've got many artists on staff.
yeah.
So that was a big
And they're
section.
huge Disney print people.
Yeah.
So Thomas Kincaid has lots of money off of Disney type prints.
But that section was really cool. I know that was later in the day, but while we're on it,
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. You mentioned they had 3 artists on
Mm-hmm.
hand that were drawing sketches just on sketch pads, but
And not all from Thomas Kincaid. That was the neat part.
They all had their own.
The nephew,
they had their own line.
Yeah, the nephew, Thomas Kincaid's nephew, was there while we were there. I'm sure they have lots of others that were coming in.
Yeah, rotating.
One of the ladies that were there, young lady, she's 18. Her bio was really cool because she has not gone to art school. She's doing something very different, which is essentially trying to be an apprentice type thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much work she did in 1 year, but it was like, it was more than 500 pieces. I feel
Wow.
like it was almost, I'd have to bring up her bio to read it. But anyhow, that was like a goal for a year, was to increase her production because she learned so much from it. But if you purchased a print, regardless of the size, and guys, just so you know, for those that are at home, you can't really see this very well, but in the cube here in the top middle is my Thomas Kincaid, and it is of my favorite Disney movie, and it is Robin Hood. So on the back, which is just where the canvas is spread across the frame, you could actually get one of these artists for free.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I know I paid for the print, but it still was an added extra.
Yeah.
To freehand sketch a character. Now they're in a book. They only do so many.
Yeah.
So it's one that they can do. And
Like
so,
I said, they were all sitting over there just drawing in a sketchbook, and then once you come up with your purchased item, you pick out a character you want them to sketch on the back of it and sign freehand.
And I went Prince John for a villain. I brought Katie home, Sleeping Beauty, and the other female artist that was there that day did Maleficent and did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Courtney over here got a Simba, and it was a
She
Lion
had a
King.
Lion King one.
Yeah.
And they drew Simba on the
drew
back.
Simba.
The
on
the
the back.
Simba on the
Like the
where
Rafiki
Rafiki
painting.
is, the Rafiki tree painting.
It looked really cool.
It was really cool. But I wanted her to do my friend Scar. but
Oh.
she wasn't wanting to do it. So
She didn't want the villain on
So
the
if
back
you're
of hers.
thinking, what kind of money did these people spend? Really, it was like reasonable. So like, I mean, you can't. I'm not flying home with $200 paintings or
No.
anything. But if that's your jam, and it might be, you can ship it. I got some art for a friend while I
Yeah.
was there, and you can literally ship it right from the booth. I think it costs like $31 or something, $34. I can't really remember. Not terrible. And it will all come to your house, protected and not bent.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about how you're going to get that home if you're flying and stuff like
That'd
that.
be hard.
Yeah, because hers, she wanted, I think they were like 11 by 14s or something. Not huge. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw like
Massive.
65-inch paintings.
There were some massive paintings you could get. For
Yeah,
sure.
and framed.
And
They were framed
yeah.
like with gold
Nice frames.
frames, expensive. Not
We saw some people walking around the park with them.
yeah.
They
And
bought them.
Maybe
Cool
those are
thing.
locals.
if you
Or
bought one
they
of,
drove.
yeah, if you bought some from the Thomas Kincaid, they'll sketch on the back of that too. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that must take 4 days, but
Yeah.
but anyhow, so the artwork was really great. We all got some prints. Some of these
Yep.
others, if you're
Different
watching
prints.
and if you're not, go take a look because you can't see them really well.
Yeah.
But
we'll
like,
post some pictures maybe throughout the week.
yeah,
of the
and these are
art we
like
got.
small, just like almost look like watercolor.
But,
Like the
yeah.
postcard.
I got a
different artists.
postcard size
Postcard
from,
size print,
from
yeah.
one of the artists.
Yeah.
There were so many booths, so many pop-up tents, and a lot of them had different artists with different styles.
Different
Oh, yeah.
styles,
And if
yeah.
you could walk by and see if you like that style or not, you're probably going to find 5 things in there you liked.
Yeah.
And all
If you didn't, you just keep going.
yeah,
But
majority of it was Disney based art
Yeah,
as
every
well.
now and then you saw a little bit non-Disney art, but it was so little
Yeah.
Because it was there, but if you're not into Disney art, not for you.
Yeah.
Most likely, unless you're a foodie.
Prints. Yeah.
I mean, if you're not into Disney art and you went to the
Why
Festival
are
of the
you
Arts
in
at
Disney?
Disney World, that's on you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Go ride the rides, which we
Right.
did that day, by
Which
the way.
we did.
We
yes,
rode all the rides
true.
by the time the countries opened, and we
Yep.
were ready for the festival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was only a handful of things we didn't do, ride wise, and
Yeah.
that's because we knew we were doing something else, and we had a plan and we're focused, and so the country's opened.
Yeah. And the one thing too with the art is not, you mentioned like Kincaid's nephew was there and some of those artists were there, but a lot of these other artists that are displaying their art there do make appearances throughout the entire festival.
Yeah, we saw 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, so they'll have different times. If you have a favorite artist there that you follow, they'll post what times they're going to actually be at the parks at those booths, and you can buy a piece of their art and have them autograph it for you right
My
there.
sister-in-law did that while they were there. And then other times, like let's say that you're like, well, I'm never going to get there during Festival of the Arts. That's a busy time for work or whatever.
It's so short, too.
No
Yeah.
worries, because there's an artist shop at Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah.
And they do similar, where the artists actually will come in. And
Yeah.
so while they're there, they'll sign any of their work for you for free and that kind of thing. And you can talk to them, because I've done that as well. And so just know that, I mean, you can still get some of that Disney art from some of these great artists.
Yeah.
And still potentially meet them at other times. But this is when it's just huge.
All of them,
And
yeah.
it was so much.
And there was probably an artist at almost every booth that we stopped at.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of the art. And then there's also on kind of that main bridge when you're first getting to World Showcase, they have a bunch of amazing sidewalk art.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
That's constantly being done like while you're there. Like we saw a girl finishing up a Grogu and Mandalorian sidewalk art.
And it's
while
funny,
we were there.
you can tell which ones are fresh and which ones have been there a
Yeah.
few days. Now, they do a good job of protecting them in the weather overnight, but she was just finishing hers, and it was so vibrant and so perfectly drawn. And it's like, how is that done with chalk?
And I think she took her 3 hours.
Took her
Yeah,
3
I think she
hours.
said
I
it
think
was 3
somebody
hours.
said that they
Yeah.
worked, and you have to audition to get to do that, and it's a whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you're
But
not
it-
just
Yeah.
And we've
they're
got
not letting me come draw. I
We've got a lot. We've got a lot of pictures from that
Yeah.
too that we'll post. There's different styles,
cute.
different
Yep.
different animations.
Again, different artists that came in and did it.
Yeah.
So again, there's just lots of different kinds of art you can see. And then Courtney, what was your favorite part about the one thing you really wanted to do while we were there?
The paint by numbers wall mural.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
We all did that.
Yeah, we
Y'all
all got to do it.
participated in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where mine is. I chose a number section that I can find whenever they
Mine
post
ended up being like in the center.
the finished product.
I was at the bottom.
I had like the most, I had white.
How did that? How did that work though? Tell them a little bit.
You
about.
went up to the booth, you got a paintbrush, and they gave you a cup of paint, and you got to paint 6 squares of your
With
number.
a certain number. Like
yeah,
I
they give you
paint's
a
number.
number.
Yes.
Yeah.
The number was on your paint cup, and so you were to go paint.
I was
only 6
purple.
blocks.
I anticipate when that mural is done that I will have painted part of Figment.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
Were you
pretty
dark
sure.
purple?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ruin your dreams. But
Yeah.
He's pretty light.
I mean,
He
he
is.
is
But
dark.
he's got some
aspects.
dark.
oh,
Oh.
She
glad
could
that was a
have.
print.
She could have painted like the
the
bottom
tips
of the
his
foot,
feet.
He could
or
be.
maybe he's wearing
It's
the hat
his
in
festival.
the mirror.
He's
I
in
know
the
it's his
portrait.
festival.
It's his festival.
Don't ruin her dream.
Don't ruin my dream, my artist dream of my 6 square. I didn't even remember how many squares I was supposed to paint. I had to ask a stranger.
A stranger that told you paint however many you want. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's what the stranger did
Yeah.
in very colorful language.
Do not recommend.
Maybe do what Disney told you to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Paint 6.
Mhm.
But it is cool. I'm glad that Courtney, that you saw that was something to do, because it was a really unique thing to get to be a part of, where, you know, you get that color in the number. And then by the end of the festival, there's going to be this giant mural displayed at EPCOT that's like, hey, I painted a part of that.
Yeah. That was a team effort.
That was cool.
Yeah,
and
that
that was
was
right over there near the sidewalk.
Yeah, near
Art.
the showcase. It's between the Imagination Pavilion, which is where Figment's ride is. There's a walkway that goes from there up to if you were heading towards World Showcase, and it's right along that that walkway. So if you want to do it, do it. I think it closes somewhat early, so I would suggest doing it earlier in your day.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Most of the art festival doesn't really get started until around 10 or
Yeah.
11.
I
And
think they were all
some
closing around 5-ish.
yeah, some of the things close at 5. So if you're gonna do the art stuff, start it early to make sure you give yourself enough time to see everything. So
You mentioned this is Figment's festival, so tell us a little more about like why is he the image of the festival?
Because Figment represents imagination.
Because he didn't have any other festival. So I like Figment.
No, he's
everybody
does. Figment's all about your imagination. He kind of gets a bad rap. Most people don't even like him. I love him. I think he's
like him.
super.
I like him.
I think he's super cute. Has a lot of personality. I do think that Disney could help themselves out by doing a little reno of the ride.
Yeah.
His ride.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah, his ride needs an update, and I feel like he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Because we got a whole new meet and greet, which we
yes.
all did.
Yeah, we got to
'cause
meet
everyone
Figment.
entertained
we
me.
did meet Figment at his own
And he's super
festival.
cool, and that kind of thing. But yeah, so he represents the arts because people who are artists have a great imagination.
Yeah.
And so it's his festival. I'm glad they've kept it with him.
Yeah. And,
you got a
you
nice-
get a
You got
nice
your
popcorn
popcorn
bucket.
I did.
Artsy fartsy.
I
Figment.
did, and he's so cute. Albeit maybe not quite like regular Figment.
It's kind of like those Bigfoot stuffed animals.
Bigfoot stuffed baby animals.
Yeah.
I think it looks like a
He's
baby
cute.
Figment, but
He's
he's
got a
cute.
little art hat on.
Yeah.
And he's got a paintbrush that lights
Yeah,
up.
he's very clunky. So if
He's kind of big.
he's big,
You did not get small popcorn
and if
buckets
you're
on this
flying,
trip.
I can assure you that and you get something like a scar and a Figment on the same trip. You probably didn't
need
think
some
that
space.
through very well. But
Hey, you
they're
made it
here
back. You made it without buying a new suitcase.
and they didn't break.
It
Yeah.
didn't break.
They didn't
They
break.
survived.
They survived.
Again, this is anybody that's just listening. You can go to the
And he
YouTube page. You can see this.
Yeah, we've got
Figment
Figment
whose
displayed
paintbrush
here.
And
lights up.
Figment, you can mobile order him. So what they've done the past couple Festival of the Arts and the Figment popcorn bucket over the past several years has been so popular that Disney now does a mobile order. So you can stand in line for him. Now, some years he sells out much quicker than others because sometimes people like some buckets better than they like others, right? And so I went ahead and mobile ordered him, and just when I did it, it was like 11 o'clock. So I
Yeah.
had to pick him up between 11 and 11:15. So while you guys were riding
Guardians.
Guardians, I went and picked up my popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
And he comes with that fruity popcorn, like Fruit Loops.
A colorful popcorn.
He
for
does
a
for a
colorful character.
Yeah, I know. And so I passed that on to Jordan because I do not like that popcorn. So yeah, so that's Figment.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
cute.
thanks.
But while we're talking about Figment, let's talk about the first food booth
Yes.
because that was something that Jordan.
That was where you picked him up at.
Yeah, that's where I picked him up at. I
And
ended
that's
up. We went right back there.
Kind of where we kicked off our food journey as far. We did grab breakfast that morning at Sunshine Seasons.
Which most of us have not eaten at before,
Yeah.
but it's over there near the Living with the Land and Soren.
Yeah, I had eaten there a long
Building.
time ago on a band trip, like one time.
Yeah.
But I just don't. Usually, when we're in Soren,
You're not thinking about it.
I'm not doing food.
It's always our earlier part of the
yeah,
day.
yeah, not doing
But
food.
their breakfast croissant on point.
But we all
Oh, and
also
a chocolate
have,
croissant.
Yes.
even if you're not at a festival, we all have spots we like to eat at Epcot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a park that has a lot of good eating, and so we're not thinking about eating at Living
Yeah,
with the
and
Land
I didn't
or
eat.
Soren.
And just for the record, like this time, no one in here ate. I don't think anything from probably their go-to
No.
No.
at Epcot.
Nope.
Because I know what y'all's go-to is.
It's not our go-to.
It's your go-to.
Connections Cafe.
It is your go-to. But it's not only your go-to.
I would say
it's
end up there.
3/4 of society's go-to.
I would say our go-to is probably Mexico.
Mexico.
Pavilion, the Mexican
Yeah.
Pavilion.
Yeah.
I like that's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not y'all. It's the crepes.
The crepe is my
Well,
go-to.
crepe.
And I was this close to
And we've
pulling the
gotten
trigger
gelato.
and still doing it.
We've gotten gelato every time we've been there from
Yeah,
the
we
Italy
like gelato
area.
at Italy.
Oh, not this time.
Nope, that's what I'm saying.
Again,
Yeah.
we didn't. Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
more go-tos
But that's
than
because
connections.
for this one, we really, really wanted to focus on trying all the foods
Yep. And new stuff.
And new stuff. And we snacked. Let me tell you, we snacked our way around that world.
And
We-
we all
at the arts festival.
and we
Arts
all shared
festival.
like we all shared. This time, I think pretty much everything we got, everybody was willing to try because there was a couple things that I like.
Talked
they were
about.
out of muscles, so y'all were just out
man.
of luck.
Oh,
and you ended up
man.
not getting Sebastian on a bun.
And I didn't get the soft shell crab. So everybody was willing to kind of at least try what we got.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is for the most part, nothing was terrible.
No.
And usually you'll get something
That's
like I don't like the griddled cheese at Food and Wine.
yeah.
It's terrible. Like if it's for you, good for you. But it makes me want to scrape my tongue. Like I do not like it. What was something else that we got that was terrible?
It was at the
Germany,
the
wasn't it?
Food and Wine. It was like Belgium's or something. It
Yeah.
was like a
Yeah.
potato and cheese something.
And
which
how do you mess
think
potato
should be-
and cheese
Should
up?
be good, but it was weird.
For the record, neither of these were at this festival.
No,
Y'all are
no.
talking
These
about
are
past
other festivals. Like
experiences.
normally there's some but I think every single food we tried at this festival we all loved.
Except for one.
The beef Wellington.
Yes.
That was
That was their first food booth.
that.
Yes.
Did we do
and
that
I liked
before
it.
the?
we
Yeah,
did that.
we did that one.
That was the one that I was
after
like-
the
Paint by number.
Paint by number.
Because it was right there by it, and I was like, I'm gonna go get it, and everybody's gonna try. So I
It was
went and got
fine.
It
it,
was fine. It was,
and everybody thought, and I'm just gonna read what it was real quick. It was beef Wellington inspired, so not just like beef Wellington, croissant supreme. So it had cream spinach. It was a creamed spinach croissant pinwheel, mushroom gorgonzola ragu, mustard grilled flank steak, red wine sauce, and here's where it went south for me.
it
I think
already
it's
went
gone
south for me.
Pickled mustard seeds. And there were more of them that I felt
When
like
you
should
read
be
it,
there.
It doesn't sound good at all.
No.
But it really
It was
wasn't
better than
bad.
that.
Yeah. It was I would say average.
Yeah.
It's not something that I would say I would want an entire dinner plate
No,
full of. But it didn't make any
I
of us
took a
sick.
bite and it was okay.
Yeah.
But would I order it again? No.
Yeah. And so it was interesting.
But I don't like mushrooms or mustard seeds. Or like half of the things she
cream
read, I
spinach.
was like, no. But that was when Michelle really wanted, and the
Yeah.
other three of us did take our bite. But
Yeah.
we let
We
Michelle
finished
finish
it.
that one.
We finished it. I think
Yeah.
I had more bites than Jordan and Courtney.
Yep.
But
You and Logan kind of finished
across
that one off.
from there was one that was on, I know, all three girls' lists.
Yeah.
But we didn't do
The
it.
line was so long.
Too long, and that was over at Papa Eats, and it was the famous grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And
We did
tomato
not
soup.
get to have it.
And
And
they had
that
a
line
grilled
was
cheese.
long 5 hours later when we left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they had the
day.
croque monsieur inspired grilled cheese. So it had ham, and so you could get a plain grilled cheese, or you could get the one with the
Yeah.
ham. And then the soup.
Yep.
And it was just long. I mean, and I think it's because I don't mean this in any way to shortchange anybody because my palate is not necessarily what I would consider sophisticated all the time. But that booth was probably
Your most normal.
the most normal booth at the festival. It was a grilled cheese sandwich.
And it was like one of the first ones you came to.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So, yeah.
So we skipped on over that one and we went over to.
Now back to
Back
Figment.
to
Figment.
Figment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
His
so
little
Jordan
Head
wanted this
pavilion.
one.
Yeah, well, everybody. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is one of the ones we talked about the most in the pre-trip.
Yeah.
And it was the popcorn chicken.
Yes, and this was at
Waffles.
Figment's Inspiration Station at the Odyssey. So it's
Yes.
at that catch-all where Orange Bird's been. There's been a lot of different things in
Yeah.
there.
Merchandise is in there sometimes.
Right before you get to
This time it
Mexico.
was just a bunch of tables and chairs.
Yep, and they had popcorn, chicken, and waffles. That was rainbow popcorn chicken, mini mozzarella, and maple syrup.
is good.
It was good.
Mini mozzarella.
And it was kind of
Yeah,
like a
did you
bubble
like
waffle.
these?
Yeah, I had some.
I
in,
had
the-
a bite.
in this dish.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed out on
You
the
missed out
mozzarella
on
There was
balls.
mozzarella.
mozzarella in there?
Yeah, little balls.
Balls of mozzarella.
No, there was chicken bites,
No.
and there was popcorn,
Yeah.
and there was a purple waffle that was kind of squishy.
No, and then their little white mozzarella balls.
Y'all ate all of them.
We did. I think there were
If
only
you
3
snooze,
balls.
you lose.
I guess
And
we're
the
gonna have to go
waffle-
back because I didn't get mozzarella balls.
And the waffle was kind of like a bubble waffle. So if you
Yeah.
think of
It was
bubble
good.
wrap,
It was like squishy. It was
Yeah.
like
I
bubble
liked
wrap.
it
it was like
though.
bubble wrap.
Like sweet bread. It was good,
It
And
came in a little
then-
cone.
and apparently had cheese on it.
And
Somewhere.
then-
the color scheme cake. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had fruit flavored rainbow hued cake topped with Skittles.
Yeah, it was good.
Freeze dried.
Freeze
Yeah,
dried
freeze
Skittles.
dried.
Oh, and original freeze dried candy. So it had some Skittles and then it had that. So
thought
it
it
was
was
a.
good.
That
And the
was good.
lemonades. That's where we got the cool
Oh, yes.
frozen lemonade
Yes,
flavors.
they had a bunch of different
We got marshmallow.
frozen lemonade flavors.
Cupcake.
You got a cupcake flavored frozen lemonade.
Yeah.
It was,
Yours
they were
like
both really good.
Caribbean.
Something.
Southern Seas.
Southern
Southern
Seas.
Seas.
Southern Seas.
Yeah, Michelle got a Southern Seas. Courtney got cupcake. We got marshmallow, but they also had a couple like typical blue raspberry things
They
like
had
that.
like a chili limon. or
But then they
something.
had like a Chipotle
Chipotle.
or other, and they had some real weird ones.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you,
out.
you could
smoked.
smoke.
Yeah,
There was a
there's
smoked
something
Chipotle or something.
Yeah. So there were some real interesting different flavors, but we all loved
Hickory smoked. That's what it
we
was.
loved all 3 of the flavors we got.
Oh, yeah.
They were really good frozen lemonades, and you get a cute color changing cup with it. So highly recommend stopping at that one. That was a big hit and a great way to kind of like officially kick off
Yeah.
Yeah.
our
So that
food
was good.
sampling.
I don't remember. These aren't probably going to be in order.
No, they don't end up going in order in the book. We can
Yeah.
either work our way
You
around real quick,
do-
or we can just go through the book.
Yeah, when you get to the festival, you can get a little book that has a guide with what countries everything's in. Michelle has hers on the YouTubes.
On camera.
But it will give you a guide to like what each pavilion offers and like where you can find it, like what country it's in or between certain countries, because it's another one where they'll set up booths in between the countries as well.
Yeah.
Mexico had one, but we skipped over Mexico. We didn't end up getting anything at the Mexican pavilion.
Nope.
Not that it's bad. It's just we
no,
eat
just
Mexican
didn't
a
have-
lot. We love the
yeah.
Mexican pavilion's regular food, and we had some other unique stuff in mind.
I feel like our next one was Italy.
Maybe. What were you about to
that
say,
we
Michelle?
stopped at.
Was Italy before Morocco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you got that little thing?
Yeah, we did stop in Germany. It wasn't part of the food
Ooh,
festival.
Yeah, the
but
pretzel.
we had heard that
Bread
there
pudding.
was some pretzel bread pudding in Germany at the Somerset, I think is the restaurant. A little random pop-up booth there. That's there full time though in Germany.
It's in the back, and
It's in
you
the
would
back.
you might even would think it's a sit down restaurant.
It almost looks like it's part of the sit down restaurant
Mm-hmm.
they have back there, but it's not. But we had
Just a
heard
little
really good
walkthrough.
things about the pretzel bread pudding there, and so I had wanted to stop and try that, and it was good. It's small, so it was a good shareable option for everybody. Not part of the festival, but we did try that.
Yeah. And so then we definitely went to Italy. That was Courtney's list.
Italy was probably number one on Courtney's list, but also on everyone's list.
Yes,
Because isn't Italy always on your list?
I mean,
Yes.
how can it not be?
Yeah.
It's so good. I love Italian. But Courtney, what was the one thing you were most excited to try there?
Fried mozzarella. So good.
And
With
just
3
so
dipping
With
sauces.
the 3 dipping sauces.
and it was really cute because it was on a
was.
little paint thing.
Yeah, like an artist palette. It had a like a mozzarella sauce, a pesto, and then our favorite sauce, but I don't know what it ended up.
I think it was kind of
Being-
like a creamy marinara, like a Alfredo marinara
yeah,
type.
it
It was
was
a pinkish
so
color.
so
though.
good. The pesto was probably my second.
Could have even been a vodka based, but I like, it's just usually a lighter colored sauce.
Or like an aioli almost. I
Yeah,
don't know.
almost. It was very good.
It was so good though, but we ended up getting 2 fried pieces the
Yeah.
first time we got it, and all 4 of us split them, dipped them in the sauces, and I'm telling you guys, it was so good. We went and bought a second one.
You did. You went right back in line and got
But
a
we
second
only
one.
got one piece. and we
Yeah,
had to
that time
split
they only gave us one
one.
piece, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to get one and we accidentally got 2 or what happened at that point.
and the other dish was the polenta.
Yes,
Which was really good.
also really
It
good.
was.
I might have liked
polenta.
that better with
Yeah.
the
Yep.
meat sauce.
Had
was
a
really
Parmesan, mozzarella, tomato sauce. It had the bolognese sauce
Yeah.
there.
We're
It
gonna
was
make y'all hungry on this episode.
Oh man, it was so the sauce was so rich.
is
Like
so
it was
good.
just
It was
good.
good.
And we got the dessert too. What
Yep,
was it?
yep. The raspberry espuma.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was one where we got all the offerings.
Yeah.
That was all the
Did
things
we
you
not,
could get there.
I know we shopped a little bit in Norway. We did not get any food there, and we didn't get any food in China.
No.
We
No.
barely
We
had food
thought
in
about
Germany.
we thought about stopping in China, but it was when we ended up skipping over because we just
I
wanted
had
to
marked
save
it,
our
and
stomachs
I'm not
a
sure
little
everybody
bit,
else
yeah.
had anyway.
We
I
were
thought about
interested in
just
it.
using it as a restroom break.
Sorry,
And not
China.
not because I don't like China. Like
Yeah.
I could have done anything. We did go to the gift shop, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to the gift
Yeah.
shop in Norway and China, but we did not
Yeah.
get food in
Just
either
wanted to
of
make sure
them.
before we moved too far.
Yeah.
Because now we're all the way back in Italy already.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
And on the other side of Italy, was that one we stopped? No,
the
was that
next
America?
one is American Pavilion.
Ooh, that was one of my favorites.
Now, there may have been something between. I'm not looking at the book. There may have been something between Italy and America.
I think that was pretty close
Yeah.
because I remember when we were getting to going, I can't believe we're already here.
Yeah.
'Cause we just
got
ate a
back
bunch
very
in
quick.
Italy.
Yeah.
But we did.
It's called the Artist's Table. I remember.
Yeah, this is the artist table, and there were 3 main offerings: two regular, and then dessert. Mm-hmm. And we tried one of the regular, and then the dessert. So we did peppercorn crusted strip loin with grilled asparagus, potatoes au gratin, and some sort of butter that I can't pronounce, and it's supposed to be the American Pavilion. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, you keep going.
He's
I was
just
going to let
reading.
you pronounce
I
it.
know, I
It's
had
in
to
the
find it.
second one there.
Oh yeah, that's not American. Neither is au gratin.
Au gratin. And then we had the the dark chocolate torte.
Pourvay
Yeah, it sounds French.
butter.
I took Spanish. So I thought the asparagus, like, I know that is, everybody's like, seriously? No, it was
I
good.
didn't touch
Better than those
I
potatoes.
don't think I tried.
No,
those.
the potatoes
I think
were.
you're the only one that ate
Let me
those.
tell you, if I thought I'm going to be hungry the rest of the day, I would have gone back up there
Oh.
and bought 2 more just for
Yeah.
the potatoes.
Those potatoes were on point.
They were like Roundup Rodeo's macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. They were
They
so
were really
good.
good.
They were like simple,
Yeah.
but full of flavor. Oh, they were just spot on. So that one was really good.
And the
That's good.
torte was really, really, really good.
Oh, it was too.
It was
yes.
warm.
Yep.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I remember
freshly made, and it was
that. We got so much food on
delicious.
this trip. I'm forgetting everything.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Oh yeah, I remember.
And I mean, we had dinner tonight, but I'm getting hungry.
I know.
Phew, I'm not.
Yeah.
See, we had Mexican tonight before we recorded,
I
so we
know.
had Mexican a lot. It was okay to skip. What was next? We stayed out back there in America for a little bit.
Well,
The
I
line was
feel
kind of
like-
long. We took a little break.
We
Yeah,
had a
I
nice
feel-
shady table.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I see you
Thanks.
vultured that.
Thank
Yep,
you.
Yep. And then I feel like we ended up over there in France.
Didn't you do?
Well,
Yeah, we
we
stopped.
did ours.
We
We
stopped
did-
earlier
we
in
did-
France.
I stopped at between Morocco and France, but we went. Did
That
we go
was
straight
it.
through Japan? I guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
we didn't
Yeah.
eat anything in
Mhm.
Japan.
Went straight through Japan.
Yep.
We got some art
That's when we got some
between
art.
Morocco.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where we bought a bunch of our art. Was
Some of
back
the
in
smaller-
between
Yeah,
Morocco
the
and
smaller, our
France.
smaller pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
our prints.
Thomas Kincaid was actually last of the day.
Yeah.
Toward the end of the
But
day.
we got some of our smaller pieces, and then that's
so
where you got.
there's one in
for
there.
your
It
friend.
starts with a V between Morocco and France. Vibrante and Vivido. I found 3 or 4 things I wanted to get
Oh,
there.
you did. Yes,
And
you got
so
that.
it was between Morocco and France, but I think it was intended to be like very Moroccan type. So I got it was supposed to be the chorizo and potato empanada, but they didn't have the chorizo, so they had beef and potato empanadas, which were really good. It had 2 different aiolis on the top of it.
It was really good.
And it was the biggest thing we got at any of these.
Yeah, it was massive.
It was a large empanada for like $5.
Yeah.
Great. And then I got the passion fruit filled mango cheesecake. Listen, with coconut pineapple cake, dragon fruit gelée, and dragon fruit strawberry sauce. So they're like 6 different fruit flavors.
Lots of fruits going on.
And then also the berry pina colada smoothie. So those are the 3 things that I wanted to get there, and they were all great to me. I don't know if y'all liked them. Y'all all tried some of them, but
that smoothie was really good.
Smoothie was
they
good.
have
Smoothie was
alcoholic
good.
and non-alcoholic version. We did the non-alcoholic version, but it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
That was probably
That was
that was
good. And
probably
then
my
that's
favorite
where-
booth, but that was the one I wanted. That
And
was
you
my
kept,
number one.
and that's where you kept the great seat because the France food booth was just
That
right
was a
to
top
the right.
one for Jordan. That was Jordan's number one. That she
Jordan and
wanted to
I
try.
were
was really
on the same
good.
page
France.
with that one because remember there was crab available at 2 separate places. And when I mentioned the soft shell crab, I did not get any takers.
If it looks like the animal, I don't want it.
So
If
we
it looks like
shifted-
what?
The animal.
The animal.
The nanimal.
Yeah.
I don't
So
want it.
I switched gears.
Same, Courtney.
I've had a soft shell crab sandwich, and I don't really want to look at Sebastian
No.
while I'm eating.
Or Sebastian, look at you.
So we
So you switch gears, Michelle.
switched gears. I went to France and we got the warm, creamy brie.
That was
And a
so
house-made
good.
bread bowl.
So good.
And that was an afterthought because I
Yeah.
went for the crab.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I was like, I mean, I feel like we should get it.
Both of those were on my list.
And so we got that, and I came back with the crab cake
We had 2
with
crab
lobster.
cakes.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
2. Yeah, a lot of times it depended on where we were. Sometimes we went ahead and got 2 of the main.
just because they are small.
They're very small, and there's 4 of us, and we all like to eat. So, but we got.
we didn't do that often. where we
No.
got two
It
of
was
the
just
main.
Italy
No.
and France.
It was just Italy and France.
Our
Yeah.
2 most.
And in Italy, we
Could've
got
done 2 of the
4
popcorn
things.
chicken one.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so we got that, and then we got the crab cake with lobster bisque and a lemon dill sour cream.
That was probably your
so
favorite.
good.
thing
That was
today.
my
That was
The
favorite.
so
crab
good.
cake with the lobster bisque.
I could have had like
like that
3 of
one.
those.
So it was really good. They did have dessert, but I just didn't think we could do it. Like we were doing dessert
That
everywhere.
was the end of our.
Yeah.
But this dessert, I felt like, I mean, it was an eclair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
It was
basic.
a pastry. It's pretty basic pastry. Not
Yeah.
like it's not something you could ever try.
Yeah.
This food booth is usually very busy at all of the festivals because I've been to all of them, and I generally visit it because generally they have escargot.
Yeah. Normally, France is not at the top of my
It's
list.
not the top on Jordan's list because I visited it alone.
Yeah. Me and Courtney did not partake when you went to that one.
And
for
so
food
I got to
wine.
eat all of that myself. But this one was really, really good.
We joke about how this is the Festival of the Arts, but we're talking about all this food. But one of the keys I think along the way we noticed was the presentation and the display of the foods. It was very artistic.
Yep.
It was either colorful or it was an artistic plate or whatever it may be. They almost used the culinary arts
Yes.
as its own thing for this one. So
Oh, yeah.
that's key to point out. We didn't just buy a whole
Imagination.
bunch of food. It
And-
was also
Yeah.
intentionally artistic.
Yeah. And I think we kind of touched on this at the beginning of the episode, but I think collectively the 3 of us said that we enjoyed the food the most at this festival
Yeah.
Yes.
than the other 2 festivals that
Yes.
have food.
Yeah. It just
I haven't
seems
done
so
any
good.
other
it was
festivals.
more
Foods.
yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes, again, sophisticated palates, right? So I think sometimes
It's more fancy.
it's fancier food and it's also paired with a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Which isn't
Listen,
our thing.
If you're into alcohol, there was plenty. If that's your thing.
Yeah, there were
we're
a lot of
not.
options for that too.
Right, we're not.
Well, Jordan mentioned we got the smoothie without alcohol.
Yeah.
And we were walking away from the booth, and this one lady was like, "Oh, what is that?" And I told her, "Smoothie, such and such." She's like, "Does it have booze in it?" And I was like, "Well, you can get that, but this one doesn't." And like, she's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And then she just walked away. Like she was
She
so
wasn't
not
interested.
interested.
She didn't like
anymore.
us anymore.
I'm like, you
I think-
can get the one.
I think she was probably really good friends with my paint by numbers friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, that's totally okay. If you,
Yeah, that's your
but
thing.
That's
I'm
just
just
not
saying,
our thing.
It
and
was so funny that she
Yeah.
shut down when we told
But
her.
I
there
think
were a
that-
lot of specialty drinks, cocktail options at all the booths too, just like there normally is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The foods were just more like not simple.
No.
But they were just everything was something that like I think almost everyone would like.
Yeah,
you know?
I think the most outrageous thing we ate was the first one.
Yeah.
the beef Wellington.
Now there were some things we skipped.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, they have a sushi donut.
Yep.
None of us like sushi, so
Yeah.
we're
I like donuts, but not sushi
It's,
donut.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. There's no actual dough. It's just
Well-
like a round shape with a bunch of different
okay.
Yeah,
sushi.
I mean, and to kind of put that in, and we skipped like so near the Disney Traders, right? There was the beach oysters, right? Impossible bites, and a tea treat. Tea treat might have been fine. I don't know about the rest of it.
There was like a Dole Whip sampler that had like 3 different flavors of Dole Whip that you could try that looked good. We were just deserted out by the time we got to that.
Germany had a beef short rib that I thought looked really good, but we were already getting the strip. We'd already had beef Wellington, and we were already going to get more beef. So.
And China had like some dumplings or something.
Yeah, China
that
I had
good.
marked, but we skipped over it
like
early on.
Pink milk bubble tea or something that we were interested in. So like there were some things we either skipped because we were just not interested in, or things we kind of liked, but because we had so many things we wanted to try, we were just trying to pace ourselves.
Japan also did have the steamed bun that I think we had actually talked about.
So we also knew that night we were going to the Roundup Rodeo.
Yeah, we had
over
reservations at Roundup
which is
Rodeo.
an all-you-can-eat barbecue feast.
Yeah, so we were trying to pace ourselves.
All the things were small bites, but we knew we needed to save a little room, and then we didn't get the pork sticky bun because it sounded too similar.
We'd have barbecue that night. Yeah,
and I was shocked because Canada in the other 2 festivals is
about to
always known for what?
Their filet.
Their filet paired with the cheddar soup. Because it comes out just like from their primary restaurant over there. And so you can get this little sampling of it. And their booth this year, for this was not that. It was a wild mushroom risotto, which I like risotto, but not when I can have the other stuff. And this next one probably paired very nicely with it. Roasted bone marrow with onion marmalade, pickled mushrooms, and petite lettuce. And then they also had a citrus braised beet.
That's beet with
tartare. And I don't even know what a tartare is, but whatever that is.
Tartar.
Well, that doesn't make it any better. But
beet tartar.
Here it is. Golden beet egg yolk, mustard vinaigrette, pickled mustard seeds, yet again, pickled mushrooms, spiced pistachios, and feta snow. There's so much going on in there.
Our neighbors to the north are eating right.
I don't even know what's happening.
We're keeping the steak inside this year.
That was like a whole party that was happening that I don't even understand. But so we did not visit Canada
there
either.
were some things that were not for us.
Was there a booth in the United Kingdom? Because we didn't stop there.
There was not.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because
they want you to
Yorkshire.
No.
You gotta have fish when you go through the fish and chips. Are you kidding?
Yeah, they don't want to take away.
That's
from
it.
Fish and chips.
That's what they got.
Yeah,
and
they
that's what
give you some
and shepherd's pie.
Yeah, and the haggis.
Yeah, they could just give you little pieces of haggis.
Oh, it's terrible.
And some butterscotch drink that's not butterbeer.
Yeah. What if Disney did come up with their own like butterscotch drink?
Wouldn't that be funny? They should. They probably already are.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I thought that the foods all the way, and of course, if you're into if Connections is your if that's your jam, they got good pizza. I will give them the credit for the pizza, and their drink station is very nice. It's very nice with lots of free refills. But that
you're right. I do seek it out. I want the refill.
I know. Regal Eagle is still open. Like I'm trying to hit a few of those places. Funnel cakes are open.
And a lot of those places also have some specialty things, like the Sunshine Seasons had a specialty like drink or something that you could get there. Connections, I think, had a specialty thing for the festival you could get. So a lot of the main restaurants also have little items here or there that you can get too. So but there's so many options, and again, like almost everything was a 10 out of 10, if not like a 9 out of 10. We loved everything that we tried.
Here's Connections. They had a barbecue chicken pizza or the Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Right. Sunshine was the architecture of drip. Blueberry flavored gelato topped with scoops of banana and berry whipped cream, a waffle cone and sprinkles. And then
That's a party.
yeah, that was a party
Forget
too.
that Canadian party.
Yeah. Don't forget Joffrey's.
Oh yeah,
They had a coffee.
not for me this year.
No.
Espresso with choice of milk and vanilla syrup topped with lavender whipped cream and Skittles popped original freeze-dried candy.
Yeah, the freeze dried candy threw me off on that one.
And then one that I found
The
interesting.
coffee itself was just coffee with vanilla.
And
Yeah.
lavender.
Well, but the toppings are
Oh,
what made
yeah,
that
yeah,
fancy.
Yeah. And then I was a little fascinated with the deconstructed dish place.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, we never made it over.
not enough to go. Deconstructed BLT was pork belly with a soft poached egg. That's why I didn't run over there. Onion bread pudding, watercress, and tomato jam. And then deconstructed key lime.
pie.
Yeah,
That's
that one
it.
would have
But
been
we didn't do
good.
it.
That one
Yeah.
would have been worth it. So
Just like a bowl.
When you-
of
when you-
goop. What is a deconstructed pie?
yeah,
The picture online, it looks really pretty, but
yeah.
Yes, it was artistic.
But I mean, I think that overall, I think it was really good.
It was
Hey,
a fun festival. Do what?
Tell them about the card thing, though,
Yeah,
because
I
that was
wasn't gonna-
something that you were
Something
Oh,
that
the
we
you
were
were
gonna
thought
look
about.
at.
Yeah,
Lorcana,
because that's not
Lorcana.
something I'm really familiar with.
I say
the
Lorcana.
Lorcana cards for
Basically Disney Pokemon cards.
Yeah. This year they started. It was basically like a scavenger hunt, which was really cool. We did not have time for it.
Right.
But this is another thing you want to hit up early because they do run out of it. But it was you could go up to this little booth and they gave you a actual free pack of Lorcana cards. And there were 2 different challenges. With that pack of cards, the first challenge was there were 4 specific cards you needed to find. So you saw what of those 4 cards you got in your pack, and then they had a little trader area where you could trade with other people that had also gotten them, and you try to complete your little like set of 4 cards that they have to get. If you get all 4 of those cards, there were 2 different places that you would then go basically show them that you completed the challenge, and then they gave you a special
Promo card.
promo kind of holographic card for the festival. And then the second challenge was they had giant Lorcana cards set up almost
Like
in each country.
6 foot
Yeah.
board.
We took a picture of a
Yeah.
couple of them, but they were spread throughout EPCOT.
Yeah.
And they gave you a little guidebook almost the same size as the Festival of the Arts one. And it had stickers on it, and you would place where each specific card was found. You would put a sticker on which country it was in. And if you found all of those cards and completed that, there was a second limited edition holographic promo card that you could get. So for Lorcana fans, there's definitely something for you. It looked like a lot of fun. We just knew we were not going to have time to complete it.
As far as
but
the
it looked really cool.
As far as the festival goes, I really liked how many different aspects of art they put in.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Broadway.
Because that's even another touch. The
Yes.
the
Games.
art, because games.
Lorcana is a game.
Yeah.
It is a
and those
collector's
cards
thing.
are so artistic,
Yeah,
and it's
very.
very much a collector's
Yeah.
thing. So it was really cool that they also incorporated that into the festival.
Well, we
too.
talked about the art. We talked about the Broadway, the
Mm-hmm.
paintings, the chalk, the food. We talked about that
The
a lot.
costumes.
The costumes.
Yeah.
But then we've also got the Lorcana cards, which is games. That's
Mm-hmm.
an art. Those are artistic type things.
Yeah.
So it's just really, really well done festival to bring it all.
Yeah, and I'm
different
kind of
aspects.
shocked that it's so short.
I know.
I think that I could probably see with the artists and their time why it's short.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's the food situation. And Disney, it takes a minute to prepare. Flower and Garden is a big deal.
a lot.
So I think there's like a
and-
short window
Yeah.
between when this
the
one
holiday
ends
festival of the
and
holidays
when Flower
and
Garden
when this
starts.
starts.
Yeah.
But all in all, I would say it might Flower and Garden. I still really love more than Food and Wine. Like Food and Wine's good.
Yeah.
I like it because I mean, again, it's just more food booths. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. But I love the topiaries.
Yeah, it is
Like
really
so much
beautiful.
that I take pictures of them and they're the same sometimes. And I still take pictures of them every time I'm there. Not every year, but every time I'm there. So I just love them because I'm fascinated because they're real.
It is amazing what they do.
And the horticultural people, like they're
Yeah.
in there trimming, and if you can ever take the time to stop and talk to them about how often, like they have, like they're just out there working on them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to say that you still like Flower and Garden better?
She's trying to decide what she likes better. I
know.
think
Yeah.
she's torn.
I really think
Jordan, which one
really.
what's your favorite festival currently?
This was good.
I mean, I don't know if it's because we had such a good experience at it, but I honestly think that this might be my favorite festival now. I'm also the same. Prior to this, Flower and Garden was always my favorite
Yep.
because it agreed like the time and effort it takes to put those topiaries together is fascinating.
Think about the time and effort of all those sketches.
Yeah, but I don't know. There was just something cool and unique.
I like all
about
the
this
different
one.
aspects of art
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
put into one festival.
But I also think that you've got the weather because
Yeah, it is
Flower and
nicer.
Gardens warming
Yeah.
up in April.
Yeah.
It's hot. If you don't
Yeah.
like to sweat, you're probably not going to like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people, I felt like I don't believe there's our low times at Disney
Right.
anymore. Like, okay, COVID.
Everyone kind of
That's when it was low, when it was closed. But I think that the crowds were lower, and there's a lot going on at Disney right now. The cheerleaders have already taken over, like the band. There's
Yeah.
I know there's a local
Lot of
school
big
that's been down there for
groups.
band,
Yeah.
and some different things. So, I think that that helps. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna put them at a tie.
That's
I
fair.
really
Yeah,
love
that's
this
fair.
one,
Yeah.
but the topiaries have my heart.
Courtney, do you have a favorite?
Probably Festival of the Arts now that
Yeah.
I've experienced it, and then very close second is Flower and Garden.
Yeah. Logan, can't
I've only
really give us a
visited
favorite.
1.5.
You have seen
apparently.
Flower and Garden,
I've
though.
seen the
And you don't
topiaries,
remember the other one.
but apparently I didn't partake very much in the festival.
I mean,
of-
we saw the topiaries, which, in my opinion, is
Flower
the
and Garden.
main,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the main aspect.
Yeah,
of
I'm trying to
that
think, like,
one,
what else
for
is
sure.
there?
They're all the
Versus-
food
Food
booths.
booths.
Oh, no,
We didn't
food
Oh, I
do-
know. There's
yeah.
food at all of them. So at this point, it's hard to compare
Yeah.
the food because there's food at all of them.
Yeah.
I remember there were butterflies.
They had
Oh,
the butterfly
yeah.
pavilion.
The
Flower and Garden.
which
That's
is
very
nice.
pretty.
It's
Yeah.
nice. I mean, Festival of the Arts was awesome. I would pick that one right now, but I
Yeah.
need to experience the other ones better.
But yeah, again, the weather, it's a little nicer. The crowds are a little. Now, I do think that especially the opening weekend of this ends up being a little more crowded.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Than your Flower and Garden Festival or Food and Wine, just because you have so much time to
Yeah.
enjoy those. I do think that the weekends for this, your booth lines are a little longer
Oh, yeah.
because there's such limited amount of time. But we got to go on a Monday, which was a little less crowded because your locals aren't necessarily there Monday during the day. So I do think if you go and you're going on a weekend, you might experience a little heavier crowds at the festival as far as the lines go for the food and the lines go if there are artists.
Well, right, because
signing.
my in-laws, when they were there, I had messaged them, asking them what they thought, and actually what was sent back was the lines are really long
Yeah.
for all the food.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
But we're going to ride rides
Yeah.
too.
the only long line we really had was American Pavilion.
Yeah. And if we would have chosen to get the
France was long. You were sitting in the shade, but France was long.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
But-
y'all were gone that long.
But that
though.
one wraps it.
I was sitting in the shade when y'all were at the American
Right.
Pavilion line
So the
too,
one-
and that was a
Yeah.
lot longer.
Yeah, the
That
one
one
in
felt
France,
longer.
it wraps around that hut and
Yeah.
that pole, so it's kind of like a maze. I think it's supposed to be like that.
I don't
Anyhow.
feel like you were gone as long.
But it moves quickly.
Yeah.
But it was
That one
it was long.
quickly. The American one, we got there right when they were prepping a new batch of the torts.
Yep.
And I think that was what took extra long.
And we stood there a hot minute.
Um,
The line wasn't super long. We just didn't move.
yeah. Because I think they were out of a lot of stuff and having to re-prep. But
Because
Leave
it was
to the
all
American
fresh.
line to- look.
Yeah, leave it to us Americans with our non-American.
and we didn't end up
Item.
standing in the grilled cheese line because it was long.
And it stayed long.
And it stayed long. So
and the Dole Whip line was long too.
I think that's a little bit of a give and take with this one, is because it is such a short amount of time, and if you go on a weekend, you might experience longer lines. But overall, I
Hey, that
really
just
enjoyed
means the
this one.
rides are probably not as long lines.
Yeah, that's true.
If I mean,
Maybe.
Maybe. It was hard because Frozen was down for this one, so it kind of inflated the other big rides
Yeah.
there.
And we did all our rides. Mm-hmm. And the only other thing that I would like to bring some attention to, which has nothing to do with the festival, this was my first time. Everybody, I think, this was everybody's first time back on Test Track Reimagined.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Test
Yeah.
Track.
They
They did a great
did
Track's great.
so good with what it was, because I don't need to be a crash dummy.
Yeah.
And that's what it was on the old one. You
I mean,
were the
I
crash
enjoyed
dummy.
that aspect
Yeah.
I mean,
of
it was fine,
Yeah.
but now it's so
They added
cool
some
and
really cool
modern,
things,
and it's
yeah.
caught up. It's different than carousel of progress.
Yeah.
Because Test Track caught up. It's
Yeah.
neat, and it's not as much. I mean, the inside of the car to me
It's
looked
the
like
same.
the
Yeah.
inside of the car on the
Same
other one.
cars.
They kind of rewrapped them, but the inside's different as far as everything around you. I do think that a lot of the
The
inside,
track is the same.
the track
They
stayed
just-
the same,
yeah, they
but
just
it doesn't
reimagined
feel the
the
same because you're doing
technology
different
around
things.
Yeah.
But I thought I just bring that attention there
Yeah.
to the ride because I feel like it deserves some props.
Yeah. It was
Well, while
fun.
we're on that, here's another thing that has nothing to do with the festival. But before we sign off, for our YouTube viewers, I need to ask you about your shirts that you're wearing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you guys have matching shirts. Which is it's the first time that you've worn matching shirts
It
on
is
camera.
the first time. I'm not sure. Do you and I have another matching shirt? You think?
Yeah,
you
we
and
actually
Courtney?
do.
Do we?
Yeah, you bought one on this trip that's the same as one that I have.
That's right. The
The
gray
Disney map.
Disney World shirt,
Oh yeah.
T-shirt.
Oh, the
t-shirt.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
t-shirt.
Jordan wore it the day before
I
you
bought
bought it.
that back
Yeah,
in like
that's right.
August,
Now Jordan, I
but,
knew
yeah.
you and Courtney did,
And we
I
were
think
both
y'all have something.
Yeah, Courtney and I have a couple that match,
Yeah.
and then we were both gifted those Chippendale very
Yes,
fluffy
the very
things
fluffy.
for Christmas.
Yes,
Yeah,
we.
you
Oh,
both
that's
won.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
But this is the first time you've
This
matched
is
on
the
camera.
first time we've matched on
This-
camera, though.
This
Michelle?
shirt changed my life.
That
the
was
first
your
night we were
first
there.
purchase, right?
If
Yeah,
you listen
first
to
purchase.
our post trip, this is the sweatshirt
This is
she
the
bought
sweatshirt.
that rejuvenated
Disney Springs.
her.
Disney Springs, the first
rejuvenated
night
me.
where she
And
goes
this
cold
is
and tired.
The one that brought me warmth on
And then
our
Jordan-
Hollywood studio.
And Jordan bought it 3 nights later
And
when
Courtney
the
also has
temperatures
it.
plummeted.
But let me say,
And Courtney has it too. Yes, you
Yes.
and all
So
3
we-
of you have
and
one.
let me say that
And I'm a little
Courtney-
jealous.
I know, you should have gotten it.
Courtney isn't like she'll do a little matchy match, but she's not super into matching either all the time. Depends on what she's matching. Disney,
Yeah.
I think she's a little bit more okay with because I mean everybody's got it, so you might as well be ready to match somebody. But I don't care to match people.
Yeah, but you two, Jordan and Courtney matched all around the park that night.
Yeah,
Sure
Yep.
did.
When they both, but that was instead of buying a coat, you both bought those sweatshirts,
Yeah.
which Michelle had already bought,
Yep.
and you both liked
and I did
it.
not have this on that night because I'd
Yeah.
already worn it twice.
You both
Yeah.
liked it, so you're like, well, let's just get it, and that'll
It's
be our
such
warmth.
a nice sweatshirt.
It's
guys.
really
It is
nice.
very
one.
nice.
And we felt like it
I'll be
looked
honest.
artsy, so
Yeah,
we wanted
it's
to wear it for
It
today's
does look artsy.
episode.
It has nice stitching
Yeah.
and fabric. There's no
It's not screen print.
yeah, there's no screen print except on the sleeve, folks, and it's the nice kind that it's infused. You don't even feel it.
I'll be honest, I
You're
really
jelly.
liked it. The first night on Disney Springs when you bought it, I had already seen it and I had my eye on it. And I was like, that's a really nice sweatshirt. But I don't usually buy things on the first night.
Right.
And then by the last night, everybody had one. And you can ask Jordan, I actually went back to get one and they didn't have my size.
Yeah. He did look
Oh.
for it, but they didn't
And they
have
didn't
a
have it the
size.
next day?
At
It's
World of
Spring?
Disney.
Spring?
No,
Oh,
World,
World
Disney.
Disney.
Yeah,
The
they
last
didn't have
night we
it.
were there when
Yeah.
I was looking for my souvenir that night.
Oh, that's right.
And I ended
did
up buying the
check.
green shirt.
And they didn't have it.
They didn't have my
Man.
size in that because I was going
And
to get it. just so
Otherwise,
you know.
all 4 of us would have had it.
And
Yep.
I'm gonna bring up that on the strings, a lot of times they do metal or
Oh, yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
crunchy plastic, and this is kind of a rubbery.
Cool rubber.
Yeah, I think it's kind of melted on. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It is dogs like it though.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
do they?
Denver.
Oh,
Very much wanted to chew on
Yeah.
them.
So I like that. And it's not super heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So that's
lightweight.
also my little design
And
thing.
it matches mine and Jordan's magic bands
Yes.
that we purchased.
Yes.
That's right. And I think they kind of had this on a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
kind of a
Mhm.
different. It's
They
its
had
own
one
line.
Like they're
on like a
mine right now.
Parks.
This
they're
is their new four parts shirt.
print.
They
Yeah.
do a 4-part thing I've got a few shirts from the past couple
Yeah.
years where they do them. They can be there's usually a style for the year.
Yep.
Again, shout out to Disney.
Then their merch.
Their merch, we were all kind of ragging on them there for a minute. I think a couple years ago
Yep.
because things
Past
were
couple years, they
they didn't wash well.
Done
They didn't hold up well. A lot of times the sizing didn't match up. So if you didn't try it on, it ended up boxy and weird.
Yeah.
And
Their
they've
stuff now.
really, they've hit my
Super
bank
cute.
account since September. Yeah.
And if you guys like this sweatshirt, it might be on Shop Disney,
Yes.
and you can match us too. So
Yeah, go ahead and get you one.
maybe we
Disney,
can find your size online.
you can send me something for my recommendation.
Product placement.
Product
right.
placement. Yeah.
Walt Disney World.
We've already tried product placing the Calpac backpacks. Jordan shouted out, we didn't mention this. Our Magic Kingdom Day. You shouted out Lacey Chabert. And,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Who
That's
else? Who was the
right.
other girl you saw?
Yeah, on our Magic
They were
Kingdom
filming
Day
on
on our
location?
last trip, they're filming the first ever Hallmark movie at Disney, and it was Lacey Chabert and Christy Carlson Romano, who Disney fans might know as Kim Possible or as Ren from Even Stevens. But they were both
right there
there
next to the
filming, and
castle
we got
filming.
to see them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
that was cool.
They didn't comment back, so
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
one of these days we'll get a sponsor.
Someday we're gonna go viral, people, and when it happens, it's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be magic.
I don't know. I'm going to the other place sometime this year, I hope.
Gonna be epic.
And then it's gonna be epic.
well, we
Sorry, I got us-
diverted hard.
I got us
on
way
that,
off. I
but
didn't
was
want to bring
good.
it up
No,
because
it's
we
good.
jumped into Festival of the Arts so
was
fast.
cute.
But
was
it
cute.
is an artistic sweatshirt, and
Yes.
it's the first time y'all have
Yeah.
matched on camera.
Yeah.
It's very good.
That's cute.
And I don't think any of us. I mean, I came back with more stuff than anybody else as usual. I think it was 11 items we counted. Maybe it could have technically been 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But I think Logan allowed me to count one or two things as one because they're in the same family. But I don't have any regrets.
no,
Like I liked
all that
everything I
matters.
bought.
Happy
I
with
only
all my
bought a few
purchases.
shirts.
It's better
I
to
think I
buy
bought
11
3
things and
shirts.
like all of them than buy 5 and have regrets.
yeah.
And I've done the Disney regret shop before, and it's no fun later.
Logan only got one thing.
I got one thing.
Yeah, but that's his norm. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
overall, super successful trip that we had, and we all just absolutely loved Festival of the Arts.
Yes.
So if you're a local and you haven't had a chance to go see it yet, highly recommend. If you aren't local and you've thought about traveling in for it, it's definitely worth it. I would say hotel rates are pretty good this time of year. Weather's good this time of year. So good time to visit. Just make sure you check your dates to know when it's happening. And definitely go check it out. So
Yeah.
that's it for Festival of the Arts, I think. Anyone have any last things they want to add?
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Adios.
Ooh, no.
Au
Farewell.
revoir. Oh, farewell. Au revoir.
Farewell. Farewell.
Adios.
And with that, we'll see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.
Dos Vidania.